Oh my god, I just got back from one of the most phenomenal movies that I've ever seen. Probably the most phenomenal movie I've ever seen. I just saw Avatar. And that's what I'm going to review. Hey guys, it's Kevin Triforce, and here's my Avatar review. That was one of the best movies I've ever seen. The actors were phenomenal. The CGI, some of it you couldn't even tell. Like, it was that good. The plot was awesome. Um, there are going to be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? You crazy? Go see it. You're going to like it. I saw it in 3D. Go see it in 3D. There's no other way to see it. In 2D, it just wouldn't be the same. Now, I thought it was really good. There was really nothing I thought that was really wrong in the movie. I don't think James Cameron did a phenomenal job. My God, and I heard he's making a trilogy, so I hope he does, because he really needs to continue making movies in this universe, because there's so much potential. Anyway, you got Jake Sully, who is the main character of the story. He's handicapped, and he's going with the humans to go to Pandora because they're looking for some energy. I can't remember the name, and I'm going to forget some of the names because they were rarely mentioned, plus they're really hard to pronounce, especially the Navi, but I'm just going to give a basic rundown of the plot. Anyway, change, who cares? Anyway, so basically he is chosen because his identical twin brother, had died. Because originally his brother was going to go to Pandora in the Avatar, which is a Navi, basically, and the humans can go in it and communicate with the Navi. I believe that's how you say it. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. They're pretty much big blue hominoids. And, so that does happen, and there's other characters that I'm failing to mention, I know, but there's another one named Grace that's pretty much the scientist on this stuff, and really good character. I thought it was a really neat character. I liked her character. Anyway, basically they go investigate all of this. They see animals and stuff, and Jake's first run, he gets attacked by one of the animals. He runs, he gets lost. And then he meets this Navi. You find out later in the movie that she's the chief's daughter. I cannot remember her name. I know her actress's first name is Zoe, or I think that's how you say it. I can't remember. But anyway, he meets her and she saves him from the animals and basically is mad at him because he caused the animals to attack him. Because they're like all together on a planet. Basically they're all friends on there. They work together to survive and stuff, you know. And anyway, he follows her back to their village or colony, and he meets the chief and all of them and learns she is the chief's daughter, obviously. And the colonel, who is basically the antagonist, you'll know later why. He's the one that's behind all this. He wanted him to go in the first place for the company who is after him behind the whole thing, but the colonel is really the main bad guy. And he's got like 3 scars on his face. I forgot his name and his actor's name, but he was really good. So basically what happens is he wants him to stay in it and learn more about their village, you know, and they basically are living on top of a really big place, like where the energy all is that they want, and he basically wants him to learn about them, gain their trust. And that's why a couple of them are doing this, and basically he wants him to get them to move. And they have Jake leave all these blogs, you know, about what happened each day. And anyway, he learns more, and he falls in love with the chief's daughter, which interesting, even though I already knew about that from having watched the trailer and watched IGN's take on it. But anyway, so what happens actually is that they accept him. He learns, he becomes a stronger Navi, and he gets really powerful. He learns how to control some of the creatures. Pretty neat creatures too. Really good creatures. You'll like it. Really exotic. I like Pandora would just be an awesome place to live. God, just to see all that every day, man. I'd love to live in Pandora. But anyway, that's the main point. And then what happens is, they mate, because there's a thing where they mate. Yeah, they got, usually when the men become a member of the tribe, they have to choose the women to mate with. So they mate, and the guy she originally married. Well, before that, I'm getting ahead of myself. When they wake up the next morning, he is obviously out of his avatar, because every time he goes to sleep in his avatar, he wakes back up as a human. Because the whole reason he's doing this is he's handicapped, and the colonel has promised him some new legs if he gets this done. And they see the huge tractor that is going to knock down everything, and she's trying to wake up Jake, and he's not waking up, obviously, because he's still not in his avatar body yet. So, nothing she can really do about that. Nothing they really can do about that, I meant, anyway. So, he destroys the cameras on there, and they pretty much release him from the avatar, because he wakes up after a while, because he goes back to quickly check, because he eats as fast as he can, his breakfast, and then he goes to check, and he learns about all that stuff, and they're about to come destroy everything. So, and I'm leaving out a ton, because I can't really recall every single thing that happened, but I'm giving you basically a synopsis of the whole thing. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes, so I love the length. Really good long movie. Anyway, so what happens is they pretty much arrest him, and the colonel gets really pissed off at him and is very mad that he betrayed him, and pretty much puts him in like a prison type thing. And basically they're freed by the pilot. That's why I'm really good friends with them, because Grace is like with him, with the human version of him, and they're pretty much researching out of curiosity. And so they're all waiting, because there's another guy also with them that's a Navi that's pretty much tagging along. Sorry I've forgotten so many of the names, but it's really hard to keep up with, and they did not say them much. There were only a few that were said that were easy to remember. So, apologies on that. I apologize. Anyway, they're free, by the pilot, women, and with the woman pilot, and they go back on the Avatar thing, and the colonel gets really pissed off when he finds out they're about to escape in the ship. So he's shooting at them, and he hits Grace and wounds her really bad, and she's about to die. And then they go to the Navi, because the Navi are really mad at them and have a hard time forgiving them. So they go to the tree that their deity watches over, where the deity spirit is, because they have a goddess or deity that watches over, and it's like in the main tree. I forgot the name. I remember that at least. But anyway, they try to get her human, because she has an avatar as well, and they're trying to move her human soul into the avatar, but they find out she's too wounded and she dies. I thought that was interesting. They wanted to kill her off. I wasn't sure about that. I wasn't sure if that was a good idea, but it worked out for the movie's sake. I guess they kind of needed to do that anyway, so it worked out. So then, pretty much, Jake tries to get them to align together and defeat the Sky people, is what they call the humans, or aliens. And so he goes around to each tribe of the Navis and says the same speech and has it translated, because obviously they speak a different language. And they work together and get ready for the Sky people that are about to attack. And then basically you have the big battle that happens, and that was one heck of a battle. Really good, pretty awesome, pretty amazing, phenomenal, whatever you want to say. And like all the humans are involved almost, pretty much. And the Colonel is also the head of it. He's trying to destroy. They already destroyed the big giant tree the last time they attacked, so kind of really struck a big blow to the Na'vi. So they're going for like the spear tree, or where they're trying to revive Graves. And so what happens is basically they have to protect that, or else pretty much they lose. So obviously that happens, and pretty much the Colonel was killed by the Chief's daughter, and they obviously have already made up now because of his speech, I guess. She forgave him. And basically they defeat the Colonel, and you see after that they have the humans go back to the other planet. He still refers